Instead of suffering through the YouTube chat, click like and subscribe. Well, we're starting with Elimination Chamber because this was the show where we actually got some matches for WrestleMania when it was over. We had two chamber matches. We had a world title match, which wasn't much of a surprise. We had the return of Seth Rollins, and we had a women's title change. So a lot of things happened on the show. It was only a 4-match show. Still managed to get 3 hours out of it.
Long
because
breaks
of a lot of breaks and a lot of ring introductions. But we do have a lot of news. Seth Rollins is back. He looks like he'll be facing Logan Paul at WrestleMania.
That's what it looked like to me, yeah.
Raquel won the chamber, so she's facing Jade.
No. Rhea Ripley won the chamber.
Rhea Ripley. So she'll be facing Jade. CM Punk obviously won. That wasn't a surprise. And then for the men's chamber, Randy Orton won.
Yeah.
But Cody Rhodes is getting a championship match on Friday. So I'm sure there will be a big schmoz, and we're going to end up with a multi-person match at WrestleMania.
I'm thinking a 3-way, but maybe even a 4. Maybe a 4. You know?
It could be 4. It could be 5. Could add Jacob Fatu. Could add,
I think Jacob. I think if they're going to add
Sammy.
a 4th, you could add that. I was kind of told no, but things always change too. I could see. I think that any more than 4, now we're starting to, water it down. I think 3 or 4 is the right number. Cody's going to be in. Randy Orton's going to be in. I can't imagine Drew McIntyre not being in and them going with Cody and Randy. He's just worked too hard to not be in. So and been too much of a key to everything. So that's 3. And then Jacob Fatu would make 4, but I don't see a reason to put anybody else in. I know you always can. If it's going to be first pin and you just put Sammy in to take the pin, you could do that too, I suppose.
So this show was in Chicago, and I think they were expecting like some crazy crowd, but we didn't get a crazy crowd. We got a rather quiet crowd to the point where twice on this show, Michael Cole had to alert us the crowd was dead, which he then blamed on a heel. I could not believe my ears.
What did he say? I missed that.
Twice. He goes, I'll try and find it as I get to the notes here, but he made some comment like, a very, very quiet crowd. What did he say? I'll find it in the match.
I do remember once, like when it was really quiet and him saying, blaming it on. It might have even been blaming it on Drew McIntyre. Even was that when he did the run-in, or not?
No,
maybe not there.
It was a different match.
Okay, but yeah, I do vaguely remember that. Crowd was. I didn't think they were that bad, but they were not. They were not what I expected.
The first time was during the AJ Lee match where he goes, "Becky has done a great job taking the crowd out of this match."
Yeah.
I was like,
but that wasn't. The thing was is the matches were very basic, and I think that crowd was looking for more. We want tables and things like that. And with the chamber, you really, you can always do it, but you're really not, the way the chamber is, you shouldn't do it. And, there was, 2 chamber matches, no blood, in a cage. But there was some rusty wrestling for sure, but most of the wrestling was just basic. And I think that people are so used to spectacular, so basic is just basic, and especially on a big show. So, there were no bad matches on the show or anything like that, but other than the Punk match, I didn't think any match was all that great either. Punk and Balor was very good, but the match that they had before was
the Belfast match was much better.
Yeah,
Cole in the Finn match also said, crowd very quiet. Finn not allowing the fans into the match.
That's because he was healing. He was healing on him.
But this was very early in the match when he actually wasn't. It was just like they were going back and forth early. It wasn't even there hadn't even been heat or anything yet. He was actually working as a babyface early.
Yeah, in that match, usually when they hit the finish, I'm usually like, okay, this is the finish. Like when he hit the GTS, partially because every WWE title match, you do each guy kicks out of the finisher thing. So when he kicked out of the coup de grace, right? Coup de grace, But so he kicks out of that. So Punk finally hits the GTS, and I'm going like, okay, this is Balor's kick out. And then the referee hits 3.
Yeah.
And the crowd wasn't ready for that pin, and I wasn't ready for that.
Well, there was no build to it. It was like,
Yeah.
it was like Punk went for a sharpshooter. Finn got the ropes. Punk then looked at him for a long time and then just grabbed him and hit a GTS and pinned him. There was no counter into the GTS. There was no back and forth. It was very anticlimactic, Finn. Have you grabbed your F4WOnline.com shirt yet? Well, we got a bunch of them. They're up in the store right now. F4WOnline.com/shirts. You can grab your -5 stars shirt, your Dave Meltzer Wrestling Observer shirts, even the brand new After Dark Radio shirt. You love Granny? We have Granny's Gang shirts. Have you ever won a shoot battle royal? Probably not, but you can tell people you did. So check out the store. All of these great shirts and more. It's through Pro Wrestling Tees. F4WOnline.com/shirts. That's F4WOnline.com/shirts.